Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. We're currently experiencing a breakout on Bitcoin, and this particular breakout could be the one that targets the higher level of liquidity that we've been talking in the past videos. I'm talking about 71, 72, and 73. This liquidity has been accumulating in this area for longer than 3 months, and in my video yesterday I was mentioning that it's really weird that liquidity is just sitting there and we still don't take it. Is this particular bullish move the one that is gonna eventually manage to take that liquidity, or is there enough evidence that that is condemned to fail? In today's video, we're gonna focus precisely on that. Guys, if this is the type of content that you like to watch, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I put out one of these videos. And if you feel like supporting the channel, make sure that you watch the video until the very end and do not go anywhere without leaving a comment down below. That's really helping the channel to continue growing. Guys, I hope you appreciate I put a video yesterday, and even if I was out, I was still monitoring on Twitter by the hour how this breakout was going to play. Eventually, the breakout played out perfectly, even if there was no volatility, no volume. From the 1st of June, I've been monitoring the price on the 4-hour, testing this resistance at this level of the RSI. That was at 7 p.m. on the 1st of June. Later, on the 2nd of June, you can see that the price was doing some sort of fake breakout, very humbly coming above the resistance, and on the price still holding these levels. Really tricky price action over the weekend. Most of the people were out just enjoying the weather. 3 hours after we saw the breakout going into the median. This is not the median of RSI, this is the median of my custom RSI implementation called the TTP RSI that you can find in my Discord server. You can use it for free, you can copy the code. Just make sure you have a look at the Discord invite link in the description. You can see that this breakout must have shaken out most of the traders, because after having a big bullish green candle, the price reverted back to where it came from. But something interesting I mentioned in this tweet. The tweet says, if this was 100% a fake out, we will have fallen back below the level of resistance. But actually, this constitutes a second retest. Very tough to be in a long at that point. You will be in an unrealized loss. Later, I show you that during the weekend, both shorts and longs got liquidated. Typical of price action is to take out both sides before deciding a direction. But something was also itching me, which is the open interest didn't fully reset, meaning that some people were still holding strong with their positions. And after that, you can see that the RSI continued printing higher lows and higher highs. The next candle closed at 55 and we head straight into the 60s. This post was at 7 a.m. today, and I say bullish breakout ended up playing out. Weekends are very tricky. There are some sources of concern that I currently have in regards to this breakout. So let's have a look whether this can continue going higher. Guys, I remind you that if you go to my website, thetradingparrot.com, and you scroll down to see all the different memberships that we offer, we have one membership that has been put out for free lifetime. It's called Picnic, and if you scroll to the bottom of the page and click what's included full detail, it's going to take you to this page that shows all the different Pine scripts that are included for free with that tier. I'm sure that there is plenty of value. Just make sure that after you sign up to this, you are in my Discord server. That's where you are going to be able to ask other people like you how to use the indicators, interact with my support team, find answers to any technical issues that you may have, join our weekly AMAs. So I'll see you there. There are two sources of concern that I currently have with the breakout. Number one is the amount of deposits that we are seeing from the 29th of May. We continuously see day by day more deposits. Deposits are not necessarily meaning that they are going to sell right now, but the way you need to interpret this is as the whales are preparing for a potential target to sell. And this could be that they're looking for a higher target to sell, which will be bullish, or maybe if we break some critical levels of support, they might decide that this environment is too risky for them and they might end up selling at lower prices once those levels confirm that they are broken. We do not know. There's no way to tell that. But be aware that with more wealth depositing into exchanges, we are getting exposed to higher levels of risks. Take this just as a warning, not necessarily as an action that you need to take right now. For all those of you that are fans of running trading bots, I have incredible good news. Many of you love our pair selection. Pair selection offers you a way to define how to select the pairs that you want to trade in your bot. It supports 3 commas, and recently we introduced support for Ganium as well. Over the weekend, we were working hard on introducing new categories that have become really popular among traders. This means that if you want to focus your trading on a specific narrative and create a composite bot that just picks the best tokens of that narrative, you can use our pair selection now to select gaming tokens, real-world assets, decentralized physical infrastructure networks, liquidity staking, borrowing, gambling, sport token teams. You can cherry pick any narrative and then select the tokens that are more bullish. All of this is available from the Observer tier, which offers an amazing trial that you can use. But if you want to go degen on this technology, I suggest that you go for the VIP tier. That's the one that's going to update your tokens once per hour. To learn more, I recommend that you join our Discord server and talk to other users that are already taking advantage of this technology. Bitcoin bounce perfectly from the point of control and is currently in progress building a decently bullish candle, not as bullish as the ones that we had on the 15th of May and on the 20th of May. A lot of work to do, and the first task that needs to be done right now to confirm that this breakout is healthy is we need to overcome 71.5. Nothing will bring more clarity to the table than overcoming this level that has kept us for almost 8 days in a row as resistance. If this candle fails with the breakout and we end up going below this support that you can see multiple days we've been testing at around 66.5, close below that will put things in a completely different perspective. That will mean that all these levels of resistance are just too strong for the price to continue, and we might see a visit to the 128 MA on the daily or the 200 daily as well. The second element that is concerning but not as big as the deposits from the wells currently is the CME gap that we are leaving behind at 68K. On Friday, we closed at around $68 and $40, and over the weekend, we ended up closing at 69,165. And since then, we kept going higher. So we are leaving all this gap of the weekend plus this gap between these two candles in the 1 hour as a strong magnet for the price. So I think there is a high likelihood that we go for 68. You can see on the daily that we have, after the breakout from the massive bullish flag that has a target of 92K, all this area here that we could call the area of the retests as long as this breakout survives. And there's a very critical thing that Bitcoin needs to do right now. If you see here, after we broke below this white trend line, the white trend line pushed us down to an RSI of 33. That was a very painful move. Since then, we have been building this structure that is actually bullish, but we broke below it. And once again, we lost the white line. We also lost the red channel to the upside. So now Bitcoin is attempting to recover from that. But the next thing that the price needs to do is today, specifically, we need to go above this white line. We need to recover from this white line. There's no way this breakout is healthy if we see a rejection here. Will confirm that all the bearishness of this breakdown is valid and that we are heading for lower levels of the momentum. That is most likely going to delay any potential move to take the higher liquidity for a little bit longer. For those of you that are wondering what will be the next target down if we see a rejection on this white line. Well, the last time that we saw a rejection on that white line, we moved 17 points down on the RSI. 17 points down on the RSI from here will take us to an RSI of 40. 40 RSI corresponds with 63K. A very interesting level because at that time, we have a fair value gap loaded with liquidity after the first initial bullish move. There's also another cluster of liquidity located at 63K. So I'm not saying that we must go to that level. I'm just saying failure will probably attract the price to that level. So if you are bearish on this move, that could be a great area for a bounce up, meaning a great area to take some profits if you were short. If you're long, as I mentioned, 71.5 is going to be a tough level to beat. If we manage to ignite a short squeeze, we're going to get some help trying to achieve that. And if we get above it, it's going to go very quickly to 74K. That's because in the month of June, that is the first substantial level of resistance coming from the CPR monthly. And if you want to learn about the live order book, we have a 73.2K, the most substantial level of ask liquidity with 838. There's almost nothing in between. Very humble levels, and most of the levels like this one, 687 at 70K, has been already removed. And you can see how all the orders are chasing the price on the way up. Right now in the morning, they are already forming some support at 67.5. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin or any altcoin, I suggest that you have a look into a decent exchange like OKX. OKX offers loads of features, trading bots, perpetuals, many high quality products. And if you sign up with the link in the description, you can claim part of a pool of $60,000. If you don't have access to KYC or you just do not want to do KYC, I also have a link to BingX that offers up to 6.2K in rewards as well. Either of the links in the description that you decide to choose are going to be supporting the channel. So thanks so much for that. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.